Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show coming at you from the great state of Florida. One hell of a drug. And I do want to welcome you to the channel wherever you are tuning in from around the world. Thanks for watching. Today, we're going to discuss whether Bitcoin is about to enter the Euphoria Zone. What is the Euphoria Zone? Well, you're about to find out, and we're going to show that in just a moment and what that looks like and what the price targets are going to be for that and how soon we could get to the Euphoria Zone. And so before we do that, of course, as always, smash the likes. This helps get this channel out to more people and does help support the channel. Appreciate all the kind words and encouraging comments below. I do read those and respond to those. I appreciate the time you take to write those and also all the questions that get left in the comment section as well. I do look to get back to those as soon as I am able to. There has been a lot lately, and so just be patient there if I haven't been able to get back to you as yet. Okay. Also, the cheat sheet is below in the description, so check that out. That is my roadmap to crypto success. And certainly I know that I get asked every day where that is, and that is where it is, especially for those who are new subscribers. Welcome to you. Thanks for welcome aboard. And that's, I have a crypto cheat sheet and is my crypto roadmap to success. Okay, a couple of things. There was a lot of questions yesterday, both in the Discord and on YouTube, about a couple of items. And so I wanted to answer those directly before we jump in. And firstly, it was about taking profits. And so a little bit of people were confused about my taking profit strategy. And so first of all, as we're going to go to the cheat sheet here and jump to the cheat sheet. And so first of all, here in the cheat sheet, what we have is our daily trades. And I created this new tab, and this is for people looking for the most recent prices, current prices, for getting in and taking profits. And so, and I put some jump in levels and some take profit levels, some lower entries if it goes lower, okay? I also have my HODL crypto cheat sheet here, which has prices as well. Now, most of these have already gone and we're already jumping into some take profit, the green levels there. And so let's think about Doge for a moment, Dogecoin that's had a huge run up. If everyone here got Doge at these prices, which I gave and were sitting here for many months. In fact, they were sitting at those prices since around on and off since around May when I started this channel just a few months ago, okay? And your average price probably is going to be around 10 cents. In fact, the last time on the show that I gave the Doge entry, I gave the Doge entry around 10 cents, and then I gave it, I think, around 11, and then around 13 was the last entry that I gave there for people on the show before it parabolic and went off and did around a 3 to 4x. So it did around 3 or 400%. So the idea is that if you put $1,000 into Dogecoin at that price point, when your portfolio is now at the value, Dogecoin value is now at 3 or 4 or 5,000, somewhere between 3 to 5x. That's what 3 to 5x means, 3 to 5 times what you put in. Now it's sitting there at 3,000, and you're looking at Dogecoin portfolio and go, oh, I put 1,000 in there. Now it's 3 or 4 or now 5. That's where I personally will take the original capital as profit off the table. So therefore I will cash in and take profit of $1,000. Now, this is not financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? And so that's what I do. Now, the rest is house money. It's risk-free. If your husband or wife says to you, hey, what happened to that money that you put into crypto? You say, well, it's back in our bank account. And not only is it back in our bank account, I still have 2/3, 3/4, or 4/5 of my investment still making money for me, depending on when you took profit. Because if you take 1,000 out, you're only selling 1/3 of your Dogecoin bag. So if you bought, let's just say it was $1, which it wasn't, but if you bought 1,000 token, or just say any token, 1,000 tokens, at $1, and now the token is worth $3. SUI, so let's look at SUI because that's happened here. If we look at the SUI trade here, we were buying it under or around $1. I had the trade as low. In fact, the trade went as low as 46 cents. It went there so quickly. There it is there. I went to 46, so hit that 40-cent region. So some of you have your SUI at a very low price. I know some of you got it around 80 cents, 90 cents. So you are up 300-400%. Maybe some of you are up 500%. So therefore now, if you bought it at $1, or if your average cost was $1, if you did a few buys around there, therefore now your investment would be $1,000, would be at $3,000. Well, if you sell $1,000 worth of SUI at $3 and you bought it at $1, you now have only sold a third of your bag and you still have 2/3 of your bag left, but you've got your original profit protected, okay, and the rest is house money. Now, certainly you can wait until that gets to $5 if you bought it at $1 and go 5x, and that's fine as well. This is why I had this little other strategy here, the 3 to 5 to 10x to 20x strategy, because I know some of you might have bought it at $2. So when could be your first time to sell? Maybe at $10, because that would be 5x. Maybe if you bought it at $2, you'd sell it at $6 and take your original profit then. I'm just saying within that 3 to 5x range, getting the original capital out as profit now safeguards your crypto portfolio from any unforeseen black swan global financial crisis meltdown that can then have your portfolio wrecked and having to wait who knows how many years or to get back to those prices. And we know some altcoins never ever recover again. And there's certainly some of you from the last cycle be going, amen, brother, I've got coins that are down 90-something% and they're not moving. And I've been there, so I know what I'm talking about. So that is how this works. So these take profit prices here are based on these prices over here, okay? And therefore, if you buy at different prices, then you switch to the 3x, 5x, 10x, and 20x strategy. And this is all covered in my free educational. You've got all these tabs down the bottom here, but you've got these little arrows to move across, and there's education there. And in my life-changing gains series, these are free videos for you to watch. I go over this. I go over my profit-taking strategy. I talk about how hodling, accumulate, when to buy and sell and go to the beach. In other words, how to identify market tops and market bottoms, the key indicators that I use, and a bunch of other free educational resources. And I will be adding others. I'll be doing some trading view tutorials in there, how to set up charts and Fibonacci's. I have been asked to do that, and I will be adding that to the video tutorials, as well as a bunch of other important things. So please look at the cheat sheet, check it out. There's the different exchanges there. I get asked about that all the time, what exchanges I use, and there are some links there as well. A ton of different resources there as well. So this is how this can all work. And of course, you just use these arrows down the bottom to move back to the daily crypto trades there, and we've got the little hodl section that we'll come back to. I won't be updating the prices in the hodl section because those prices are gone. And it would not be, I don't feel it would be for me to be very responsible to just be raising the prices all the time. And suddenly we had 6 months. First of all, we had the bear market to buy. And if you arrived late, okay, I get it. Then we had the first phase of the bull run up. So there was opportunity to buy at much lower price. Like I got render, I think, under $1 and it went up to $13. It's now back at around $5 or $6 or $7 or something. We then had the reaccumulation phase where this cheat sheet was here with these levels for 6 months. Now we're in the parabolic phase of the market. And so this is why I have the daily trades crypto here. And when we talk about, people ask about taking profits. So when I'm taking profits, it's mostly swing trades and day trades. So it's mostly, I've got the crypto swing tab here and I've got the crypto day trades tab there. It's mostly those swing and day trades and a little bit of hodl obviously there with Dogecoin beautifully there at that 42 cent. I called that absolutely bang on, and we'll have a look at that in the altcoin show in a few hours. We'll look at those charts, and certainly the Bitcoin absolutely called that bang on there with that $89,000 level that got hit. And I gave the entries here all the way back to 53,000. It got hit. 55,000, 59,000. That got hit. Certainly buying Bitcoin at these elevated prices of 89,000, certainly risky. I think it would pay off in the long term, but certainly I'm not going to put those HODL prices in here because we had all that time to buy at these lower prices. So I hope that answers the questions. If it didn't, please make sure you let me know in the comments below. And then lastly here, we're going to jump into the Bitcoin charts. But lastly here, before we talk about Bitcoin, there was a coin that I talked about that I was going to share about on the altcoin show. I didn't end up sharing about it because those in the Discord, and if you would love to get signed up in the Discord, that's also linked below in the description of this video and in the cheat sheet. The steps were a lot more difficult. People had trouble buying the right coin. They were buying the wrong coin. They were paying excessive gas fees for it. There was all kinds of issues, and it took a lot of hand holding, and it was hard to do in the Discord where we can reply back and forth, and there's other members helping out, and screenshots can be shared and video and all this other stuff. And it was just, I wanted to be responsible with our YouTube community and family to make sure people's capital is protected and they don't get wrecked. And I felt it was too risky to share here and have people not really understand and lose money, lose funds. And that's certainly what I don't want to happen. So it became only a Discord play. So if you'd like to learn what the coin is and how to buy it and the steps and get some hand holding there, then certainly there you can sign up for a plan in the Discord below. I believe the lowest plan there, I think, is around $39 per month, and you can get access to Discord and to that help and to all that hand holding. Of course, there is a top tier plan there that you can also sign up for as well. So I hope that answers all those questions, but I want to be responsible. It is a very high risk play. It's very much a lotto play, and it became even more riskier with the amount of trouble people had trying to buy it and the wrong token and not being able to work it out. And it became very, very difficult. And even in the Discord, it was difficult and time intensive to help people do that. But at least there was tons of other members in there who finally managed to do it, who were able to help others. So I hope you can appreciate that and just understand my heart is for your best interest and for the entire community here. And so in the Discord, that's where you'll find me daily in the crypto channel, this most amazing Discord on the planet, the Stocks with Josh Discord there. Okay, so the Bitcoin charts, just very quickly, we're going to wrap it up here. We got hit, there it is, the Fibonacci, 87,000 is the Fibonacci. The next level down is so simple, it's 83. Below that, it's 79. Below that, it's 73,000. That's it. It's as simple as that. We have fair value gaps at 70,000 to 74,000 or 74,600. Not all of that has to be filled, and sometimes this won't get filled right away. It could get filled in months. It could get filled in the bear market. It could get filled soon. We also have the CME gap that is sitting at about 77,700 to 81,100. So that CME gap, again, usually they get filled, but sometimes they don't get filled right away. Sometimes they'll get filled when we come back in the bear market. We may or may not see that filled right away. And if we look at some of these articles here that I had, if you can check this out, this is long-term holders are approaching the Euphoria Zone at 100K. So the Euphoria Zone is 100K. You thought I'd forgot about it, but I hadn't. In the past, entering this zone led to at least a 200% price surge. Even with just 100% gain this time, that would mean a target of 200,000. Obviously, that's pretty incredible. Certainly that in the past, a 200 price surge, once we hit. So basically in the past, if we hit, based off these past charts, we're not in the euphoric zone yet, it would mean Bitcoin going up to $300,000. So is Bitcoin going to go into the Euphoria Zone? What is the Euphoria Zone? The Euphoria Zone is $300,000. Well, sorry. Let me just rephrase that. The Euphoria Zone is 100,000, which could then propel it to 300,000 based off past history. Do you think Bitcoin can hit $300,000 in this cycle? Gosh, it's hard to bet against it. I'm still going to stick to my plan of 150 to 170,000 is what I revised to. I've moved it up from 102 because there were certain things like the election and a pro-crypto administration that changed my forward predictions there. But certainly I think we're heading towards this 100K, which would be the Euphoria Zone. And once Bitcoin gets into the Euphoria Zone, then it usually does 200%, which is $300,000. Of course, that's not saying that it would do it right away. Don't get me wrong. Oh, we're going to hit 100K and then we're going to go straight to 300. No, we could have pullbacks and dips and dumps along the way, okay, there. So certainly fasten your seatbelt, buckle up. The top of these lines actually come up around that $160,000 area there as well for Bitcoin. And if we look, as far as just to give you some sense of what's going on with people putting buy orders in, there is 7,720 Bitcoin buy orders below, down around this $83,000 to $86,000 area. Seth doesn't think this pump is done. 8 months long consolidation and BlackRock buying for billions. We might consolidate for a few more days though. Just a personal opinion, not financial advice. And then of course, if we look to the liquidation areas, there is some high liquidations now appearing above price. There is obviously some here below at 85,000 where those buy orders are. Certainly if we move to 12-hour, we can see there is a lot of and this changes. This is why I keep it. It's a free on CoinGlass. This is on my cheat sheet. You can get the app on your phone as well, but you can see now this has changed significantly from yesterday. There's a lot of buy orders now above price, not buy orders, but liquidation levels that are above price. And look, now we have the brightest yellow at $90,000. Let's go to the longer time frames. And I think we'll start to see some appear here. Again, the brightest yellow, which is the biggest liquidations, are at 90,000 there. And then if we go to the weekly time frame, certainly we can see at that point the brightest yellow is down here at $75,000. And so certainly on the shorter time frames, there is more and higher liquidity just above price at about $90,000. And certainly look at Bitcoin dominance. We'll look at this in a little bit. It just set a higher high. This is not great for alts. I'm going to look at that a little bit more in the altcoin show a little bit later on. But certainly as we finish off here with the Bitcoin chart, that 90,000, which we almost hit. Did we get up the new all-time high? It was 89,940. So we could come back and tag that again, and that would liquidate a ton of shorts. And that's what those liquidation levels are. There are people who have gone long, they borrowed money with a lot of leverage, or short, and they borrowed a lot of money with a lot of leverage, and the market makers move price to liquidate and take that money off the table, okay? And then that also can be like a spot buy for Bitcoin when those shorts get liquidated. That's why they call it short squeeze, and it's a short sell for when longs get liquidated, then the price will dump down because it's like spot sell of Bitcoin. So I hope that helps today. And as always, until the next episode, which is going to be in a few hours, about 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Altcoin Show. Happy trading.